with your knees bent, arms above your head. You can move the arms wider than shoulder width. And if the rib cage is lifting, that's okay, let it lift. Walk the feet actually a little bit wider than hip distance, and then let your knees fall in towards each other. So warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, requires a really solid and strong foundation. So we really want to connect to the feet, the big toe mound, the ball of the foot, the baby toe mound, the heel, and of course your legs and your glutes. It's a standing balancing pose. Your upper body is perpendicular to the floor. And you want to really be super, super integrated muscular energy, hugging into the midline, and then extending outwards from the midline. So it requires balance. And we need to also be very patient with this so we can find this posture. So the practice we're going through today is going to really pay attention or really target your leg muscles a whole lot. So even though as a whole it may not be a terribly intensive or strenuous practice, you're going to be using large muscle groups. So if you find yourself feeling really tired or feeling like you need to take a break, know that you can do so at any point in time during the practice, even if I don't cue it. So just moving into your breath. Ujjayi breath, the whispering breath, oceanic breath. Just gently restricting the back of the throat. In the same way your breath is even and controlled right now, see if you can maintain that nice controlled breath through practice today. Go ahead and scoop your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice gentle hug here. I'm just going to take it into an easy hamstring stretch, not too intense. Keep your right knee in, extend your left leg along your mat. And now extend your right leg up to the ceiling. Moving the right hip away from the rib cage. You can take the thumb, place it into the hip crease here, and just guide it down. And then root down into the back of the left thigh. Take the hands to the back of the right thigh and push the back of your thigh into your hands. Spread your toes, push the ball of the feet, or your foot rather, up to the ceiling, the same way as you're pushing the ball of your foot to the wall that's in front of you. So already you're in a variation of your warrior 3. This is probably the easiest words you're going to do all day today. One more inhale and exhale here. And then go ahead and slowly release your right leg down to the mat. Bring your left knee into your chest. Check for the hip. So sometimes the hip wants to hike up, meaning the space between your last rib and the hip point is going to get smaller. You want to maintain that length as if you were standing. So take the hip, move it slightly away, and then take the hands to the back of the thigh. And press the thigh into the hands. Watch for the shoulders. Make sure you keep the shoulders back and down so the spine stays in neutral. So if your lower back is pressing into your mat and you're doing this weird thing with the neck and the shoulders, you're going to draw the shoulders back. Let your sacrum be heavy so there's a little bit of space between your lower back and your mat. One more inhale and exhale. Release the left leg down. Take both arms up above your head. And you're going to plant your thumbs down into the mat. Okay, so push them down so you feel the energy in the arms, feel the muscles contract, and your forefingers are pointing straight ahead. So the palms are facing each other. So it's like a hitchhiker thumb. And now notice whether the ribs have started to lift up off the mat. If they have, I want you to pull your ribs in, maintain your neutral spine, and now bring your right leg up. Keep it nice and straight. Push through the ball of the foot and the heel. Press the back of the left thigh down into the mat. Pull the belly in. So this is a reclined warrior 3. Hold this position here. Really, really hug into the midline. And now extend through the crown of your head, your fingertips, and the soles of your feet. One more inhale. On the exhale, pull the left leg up. And now bring the right leg down. Same thing. Draw the left hip away. Hug into the midline, but extend beyond where the body ends. Should feel like a lot of effort. Big inhale. Exhale, bring the right leg up. And now bring both knees in. You can rock a little bit from side to side. And either roll onto your side and press yourself up, or have a little fun and rock and roll up to a seated position, crossing at your ankles and then rolling onto your shins, coming onto your hands and knees. Moving into a nice easy cat-cow. And play with it. If you always place the wrist directly underneath your shoulders, what if you walk them forward a little bit? And walk the knees back a little bit so they're not directly underneath the hips either. And now go ahead and take it into the cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting your sitting bones, lifting your heart. And when you do, make sure you're not collapsing and letting everything hang out. You're still hugging the ribs in, and you're not overarching, dumping into the lower back. Okay? And then exhale, round your spine. Inhale. Cow. And exhale into cat pose. One more of each. And come back to center. If you did walk the hands a little bit further forward, bring them back now, because we're moving into spinal balance. So this is a moving warrior 3, if you will. So from here, you're extending the right arm out and lifting the left leg up. Push through the heel and the ball of the foot. Pull the belly and the ribs in. Reach the right arm super, super far out. Hold it. And release. Change sides. Hold it, really, really reach. Hug into the midline, so squeeze the inner thighs, ribs in, lower belly in, and now extend through the crown of your head, fingertips, and the bottom of your feet, and really plant your hand down into the earth, the knee and the toes. And release. Kickstand your right foot off the mat. So you lift up the foot, pivot on the knee, place the foot down, and now slide the left foot back. Roll onto the inside, so flex the left ankle. So you're on the inside of the left foot, and go ahead and roll into a modified side plank. Take the left arm alongside your left ear. Take a big breath in, reach the fingertips way, way, way out to the front. And as you exhale, push to the heel and lift your left leg up. Hold it here. Take a big breath in, exhale, lower the left leg, bring the left hand back down, come back to all fours. Second side, kickstand the left leg off the mat. So literally where your right knee is, all you're doing is straighten the right leg out. And when you pivot and drop the heel, you just have to continue rolling. You should be perfectly lined up right here. Sweep the right arm alongside the right ear. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, I want you to push through the heel and ball of your right foot and float your leg up to hip height. Get it all the way up there. Left shoulder draws back and down. Hold it, draw the ribs and belly in. You might start to shake a little bit. That's a good thing. Shaking's good. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Bring the right hand down. And just sit back into child's pose. Once you come into child's pose or extended child's pose, just walk your hands further forward so your arms are at their maximum length. Just setting yourself up for your modified half series. So this is like a little baby vinyasa. Big breath in, big breath out. On your next inhale, move forward into a kneeling plank. On the exhale, shift forward slightly, draw the elbows back as your heart moves forward, lower into chaturanga. Inhale to the kneeling plank, exhale to extended child's pose. Two more. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back up. And exhale, sit back. Last one, inhale forward. Exhale, draw the elbows back, heart moves forward. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up high into the balls of your feet. Bend your knees and lift your gaze to your thumbs. Either jump or step to the top of your mat. Keeping the knees bent. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears, lift the upper body up, but keep the knees bent. Stay in for chair pose, Utkatasana. Ground down through the feet and the legs. Pull your ribs in, hold it here. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, sit back, chair. 5 more, inhale up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift up, really squeeze the butt. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, push down through the feet, lift up. Exhale, pull yourself back into the chair. 1 more, inhale up. And exhale, sit back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. If you need a quick sip of water before we move into our sun salves, take it now. Or if you need to wipe your brow, or need to turn on the light, go ahead and do that now. Take a quick little sip or two. Don't gulp a whole lot of water. It can be very distracting when you feel it sloshing around in your belly. Okay. Back at the top of your mat, feet at hips distance, or a little bit wide if that feels more comfortable. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step your right foot back. You can modify and rest your right knee down if you wish. Inhale, sweep the arms and upper body up. Exhale into downward facing dog, or keep it modified and step the left foot back. Move into child's pose. Inhale, full or kneeling plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, take cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale into child's pose or downward facing dog. Keeping the air out of the lungs, step your right foot forward, placing it by your right hand, and then inhale, sweep your arms and upper body up. Exhale into your forward fold, stepping the left foot forward. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, sit back chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Keeping the air out, stepping your left foot back, resting the knee or not. Come up for your lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog or take extended child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, lunge, full or kneeling. Arms up. Step forward with the right foot into your forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, chair. One more round, we're gonna add in a twist on the way back. Inhaling up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Right foot steps back, lunge. Good. Downward facing dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Sweep your right leg up for three-legged. Step it to the right hand. Keep your left hand down. Take an inhale. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Exhale, open up to the inside of the right thigh for your twist. Continue to sweep the arm around, and I'll bring it all the way down, back to the front of the mat. Step your left foot forward. Fold. Rise up. Sit back, chair. Inhale, stand tall, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Lunge. Downward dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Left leg sweeps up for three-legged. Left foot, left hand. Keep your right hand planted. Sweep the left arm out in front of you. That's your in-breath. And exhale into your twist. Keep circling the left arm around. Sweep it back to the front of the mat. Step your right foot forward into your forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause here for a moment, reconnect with your breath, or check in, see if you need to reconnect with your breath. Release your arms down by your side, palms facing the thighs. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Weighting the heels. Just take a glance down, a quick peek down and check your knees and your feet. Make sure that the knees aren't splaying out and that your toes, your feet aren't turning out. Keep the feet parallel and keep the knees over your heels as much as possible. Inhale, stand up, bring the right knee up. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, open up your knee to the right and place the foot on the inner left thigh for tree pose, for Virabhadrasana. Making sure your hips are still facing forward and you haven't rotated through the pelvis. Just take the hands from prayer to the front of the hips here. Just turn to you and just check what's happening in the hips and the pelvis. Oops. From taking the hands back to the heart center in Anjali Mudra, extend both arms all the way up to the ceiling now. Draw the shoulders back and down, pull your ribs in. Turn the right knee to the front, bend your left knee, step your right foot to the back of the mat for a high lunge. Hold it here. Left hip is moving back, right hip is rolling forward, and you're picking the right inner thigh up. Hop the right foot in, drop the heel, toes are pointing out slightly to the side for warrior one. So really push down into the outer edges of your right foot. Remember, you want to keep the hips and pelvis square as much as possible. Inhale, straighten out your left knee. On the exhale, I want you to actually take your hands, just for a sec, take the hands to the hips. Pay attention to the hips. As you inhale, you're going to lengthen out of the waist or out of the pelvis, fill up the rib cage. And on the exhale, you're going to pull the belly in, send the hips back, and the heart forward. Okay, once you've come into that flat back, then take the arms back alongside your ears. You can bend the left knee a little bit if you need to. Pyramid pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, let the fingertips come down to the floor. Fold into yourself. Watch for the shoulders creeping up to the ears. They are, and you're feeling all bunched up in your neck. Draw the shoulders back and slide the shoulder blades towards your hips. See if you can shake your head out no or nod your head yes. On your next inhalation, bend your left knee, walk the hands to the front of the mat, coming up onto the fingertips. Transfer the weight into the left leg, float the right leg up, supported warrior three. Take an inhale, extend through the crown of the heart. On the exhale, fold your body in half. Keep bringing the right leg up for standing splits. Your forehead is moving towards your shin. The crown of the head is moving down towards the earth. Draw your left hip back. Squeeze the right butt cheek. See if you can lift the right leg up even higher. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, bend the left knee. Softly rest the right toes to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, chair. Second side. All right, I can stay here. Go ahead and shift your weight into the right leg. Stand up, bring the left knee up nice and high. And now open out the knee to the left and place your left foot on your inner right thigh or maybe the calf muscle. Good. Bring your hands back to Anjali. Just pausing here for a moment. Extending your arms up towards the ceiling, moving your left knee to the front, bend the right knee, and now very softly reach the left foot back, rest the toes, coming into your high lunge. Good. Looking strong, yogis. Go ahead and hop the back foot in a little bit, dropping the heel, turning your toes slightly outward. So right away you should feel your calf muscle getting a good stretch here in your warrior one stance. So the right hip is still moving back. We're still hugging in strongly to the midline. And reach the fingertips up, plant the feet strong and heavy. Squeeze the bum. Ready? Go ahead and make sure you're engaging them. Your glutes. Inhale, straighten out your right knee any amount here. You can keep a bit of a bend in it, but if you, regardless of whether you do or not, really try to grip the floor with the sole of the foot and pull the kneecap up. Send the hips back as you reach the fingertips and the heart forward. Stop when you get halfway, nice upper body parallel to the earth. Keep drawing the right hip back. If you're not sure, take the thumb and place it into the hip crease and draw it back. And then you can extend the arms out again. Big inhale, exhale, release into the fold. Fingertips can come to the floor. Shoulders, remember, they're moving away from your ears. Inhale, lift the heart, bend the right knee, walk the hands forward. Exhale, float your left leg for your supported warrior three. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold, standing splits. Take a big breath in. Go ahead and bend the right knee and softly rest the left toes down. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Choose to take the vinyasa or perhaps you rest. If you're going to flow, move forward into plank pose. Lower into your chaturanga. Take up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Hold it here. Take a break. If you need a sip of water, go ahead, have it now. Maybe wipe your brow. We're halfway. I love that I always make sure you guys have your water and stuff, and I never have any. Okay. All right, so I just want to show you what we're going to do, a part of what we're going to do real quick, so that when I say it, you know what I'm talking about. A jiva squat. So we're going to step forward with the right foot from downward facing dog. Okay? You're going to be up on the fingertips. You're going to bring the left knee in, tap the back of the right ankle, and back. In, and back. In, and back. We're going to do that 5 times. I'm just showing you now, so when I say Jiva squat, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so come into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Step your right foot to the right hand. So guess what? Jiva squats. Are you ready? Up on the fingertips. Nice long spine. Take a big breath in. Exhale. And back. And 2. And 3. 4. 5. Come back in. Now extend the left leg out, keeping the right knee bent. And now rest the toes down. Good. Lift up. Hope you felt that nice burn there in the right leg. Lift up. Drop your back heel. Open up into Virabhadrasana 2. Right palm faces up. Take the right hand to the back of the head. Press the back of the head into the palm. Press the palm to the back of the head. Take an inhale. Lift the elbow up. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. So you can take the left hand to the left leg, or maybe if you like, bring it around to grab your right hip crease. Maybe even if you can get it comfortably, push down on the right thigh, and lift up and open up the right side a little bit more. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand to the outside of the right leg. Left hand is reaching up. So the left, I'm gonna just face this way for a second. Although you girls look good. I don't think you need this adjustment. Okay, go ahead, stay where you are. Maybe looking up at the left thumb if that's available. From here, moving into half moon pose. So bend your right knee, hop the left foot in a little bit, reach your right hand to the upper right hand corner, come up onto the fingertips, transfer the weight into the right leg, float the left leg. Take the left hand to the left hip point. Then you're gonna take the heel of the hand actually. You're gonna use the heel of the hand to glide your left hip open, rolling it onto the right, and draw the left shoulder blade at the same time. Draw it back. And then you can extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring the left hand down, bring the left foot down at the top of the mat, and come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hand, step back, downward facing dog. If you want to take a vinyasa, go ahead and take one now. Otherwise, stay in your downward dog. Good stuff. On your next inhalation, left leg lifts. Left foot to left hand. Jiva squat. So remember, you're bringing the right foot in, you're tapping the back of the left heel. Okay, off we go. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale. And back. So try to really touch the foot and squeeze the abs. That's 3, 4, and back. 5, and back. Bring it in. Now stretch the right leg out. Hold it. Left knee still generously bent. You're just floating the right leg. And I'll rest the right toes down. Lift up into your lunge. Drop your back heel, warrior two. Are we okay? Thumbs up. Are we feeling strained? Okay, I got one thumbs up. I'll take it. Turn your left palm up. Get ready to move into your head supported or supported warrior, reverse warrior. So left hand to the back of the head. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Open up the left side of the body. Draw the left shoulder blade down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Left hand to the outside, come up onto your fingertips. And bring the right hand up. Left hip is moving back and under you. Inhale, come up to warrior two, getting ready to head into your half moon. So right hand to right hip, pop the right foot in. Reach to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Float the right leg up, heel of hand to the right hip and open up the hip and the chest, rolling the right shoulder blade back and down. And then extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. Flex your right ankle. Squeeze the bum, see if you can get your leg up higher. Keep breathing. Big inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, downward facing dog. Take the vinyasa if you like. Shift forward into plank. Lower into your chaturanga. Take up dog or cobra. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Whew. All right, ladies, ready? Right leg lifts. Right foot to right hand. Come on up. Arms up. We're moving right into warrior three from here. And we're coming back to this lunge. Then we're going to jump switch 5 times and go to the second side. And I want you to jump switch. So, arms engaged. Spread the fingers out. Draw the shoulders back and down. Lock them in place. So really squeeze. Here, pin the shoulder blades to the back of the rib cage. Transfer the weight into the right leg. Focal point, look way ahead to the floor and the wall where they meet. Transfer the weight, float the left leg. Turn the thigh inward on the left side. Draw your right hip back. Pick the left inner thigh up. Remember, root down through the leg, hug into the midline, and then extend from that strong core outward. Keep reaching the fingertips towards me. Keep pushing your left foot away from me. Slowly come back to the high lunge. Fingertips down or hands down. Jump switch. Jump switch. And again. And again. Last one. Come right up. Get ready. Warrior 3 on the second side. Let's chop some heads off, yes? Kidding. Let's go for it. Metaphorically chopping heads off. Okay, so roll the right thigh inward so that the baby toe is pointing down to the ground as well. What's going to happen here is you're going to want to go in a half moon, but you need to roll the thigh inward, and as you draw your left hip back. Keep holding it, keep reaching, be expansive. One more big breath in, exhale, release back to the lunge. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Last vinyasa, inhale, plank. Exhale, I'm just gonna put my knees down. Lower into chaturanga. Take up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank. You can bring the knees down and then rest all the way down onto your belly for Shavasana on the belly. So go ahead and make a pillow with your hands facing your forehead to the back of your hands. Big breath in, bigger breath out. Let the legs be floppy, arms are floppy. If it doesn't feel comfortable to have your hands like this, place them wherever you like. They can come along the side of your body. You can place your right cheek down on your mat. Just slow your breath down. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Once again, bring awareness to your body. You can place your forehead on the mat, bring the legs back to hips distance. In fact, bring your legs together, all the way together. Glue the inner thighs, shins, ankles together, and bring the arms around behind you and interlace your fingers. You can let the shoulders roll forward here, but keep the legs together. Pull your lower belly in. Root down the tops of the feet and the thighs. Take an inhale, and as you can reach the knuckles towards your heels, and lift the head and upper body up. And exhale, float the legs up, any amount. Just keep thinking about reaching the knuckles and the tailbone and your toes to the mat, towards the back of the mat, and the heart and the crown towards the front. One more inhale, and exhale, slowly release. Bend your elbows. You can separate the feet back to hips distance, tuck your toes under. You're going to lift your forehead off the ground, tone the belly and the glutes in your legs. Inhale, push yourself to a kneeling plank. Exhale into downward facing dog. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Bend your knees. And you're going to hop or step to the top of the mat. But when you do, cross at the ankles so that you can sit. So you're going to step the left foot over. Let me go again. Bend the left knee and turn it out to the left wrist. Bring the right knee, turn it out to the right wrist so you're crossed. And then have a seat.
unless you're already sitting. Yeah, there you go, Deborah, that's it. Yes, and good, we made it. Okay, good. One of these days, we'll actually just jump through into an L sit. Yeah, sound like a plan? Okay. All right, come into a straddle. Whew. So if your heels can feel a bit sensitive here, just turn your body so that the heels are on your mat. Okay, or if you have your towel handy, you can place it underneath the heels. So as with any seated posture, you want to make sure your sitting bones are grounded. So you might need to take the hand to the inside of the thigh, the right hand to the left thigh, left hand to the butt cheek, and make that adjustment there. Good. And once you're settled and you can sit up tall, keep the toes and the knees pointing up. So really ground down. We're going into a side bend here. So we're going to take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Take an inhale, bring the left arm up, and exhale over to the right. Then you can look over to your left. Now, if you notice your left sitting bone lift up a little bit, ground down. Yeah? Inhale, lift up to center. Exhale to release. Go ahead and change sides. If it doesn't feel like you need the hand on the outside of the thigh, you don't have to put it there. But inhale, reach up, and exhale over. I don't want you to twist, so make sure that you are not using this arm to pull you across. You're just resting it there. You can even use it to maybe even push you away or help keep that sitting bone down, or that your thigh down. So you want to focus the stretch on the side of the body. Inhale, lift up, and exhale to release. Now we're going to go into a twist. So you're going to take an inhale, reach up, exhale, turn to the right, take the left hand to the outside, or you can hinge forward, reach for the foot if you can, and take the right, whoops, sorry, my block is in the way. Take the right hand behind you. Take a big breath in and exhale, pull yourself into the twist, or both hands can come over and grab a hold of the foot. Pick up the right armpit hair. And ground down on the left side. Release the bind if you're grabbing a hold of your foot. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, ground down as you roll. Tuck the belly in, inflate the rib cage. Exhale, twist. Take another inhale here and exhale. Fold over the left thigh, round down through the right. Picking up the left armpit. If you notice that it's sagging or dropping and you're coming into a little bit of a rotation here, you're going to pick up the left armpit. Release your bind. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come back to center. Stay here. We're going into the full forward fold now. So if you need to make any adjustments, go right ahead. So with the arms up, take your inhale, inflate the rib cage, creating space between the ribs and the hips. Exhale, pull the navel in. Make sure you're grounded through the legs. Take another inhale. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward any amount here. Think of the sitting bones moving back as the heart melts forward. Keep your toes and knees pointing up. Your next inhalation, slowly lift up. And exhale, release. Go ahead and bring the legs back together, bending your knees. You can do a quick little windshield wiper here. Good stuff. Come to stillness. Make your way down onto your back. Whew. Ah, feels nice. Go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Just let them hang out there for a little bit. Belly soft. You can close your eyes. You can even move your arms above your head. Just enjoying a little freestanding, if you will, legs up the wall. And go ahead and shake your legs. Maybe shake the arms. Let's have a little fun with it. And then bring them in. Feet to the floor. Extending your legs fully. One foot each corner of your mat. Arms slightly away from your body with your palms facing upwards. Just taking a quick scan from the crown to the soles of your feet, just noticing if you need to make any final adjustments before you move into corpse pose fully to enjoy your Shavasana. And then take a deep breath in and exhale, sigh it out. Turning your attention inward, focusing on your breath for the next few minutes of quiet relaxation. Once again, becoming aware of your surroundings, becoming aware of your body on your mat, moving your fingers and your toes. Just once again, inviting movement into your body, gently waking yourself up, stretching your arms above your head, taking a huge inhale and an even bigger exhale, emptying all of the air out of your lungs. And then go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. You can give yourself a nice little squeeze here. And then release your feet to the floor and roll onto your side. Just pause there for a moment. And now make your way up and join me in a comfortable seated position, bringing your hands to your heart. Well, thank you all so much for sharing your amazing energy with me this evening and trusting me to guide you through your practice today. Be free, be true, and always be Namaste.